So here we are. We are going to go into our tapping round. This will be part two because I think I just stopped I had an expectation that it would pause and then restart, and it didn't. So I'm going to let that go. So here it is. I am having a hard time changing the level of expectation I have for myself, for others, and the world. And that makes me feel stressed. And again, I welcome you to write down any additional feelings you're having, and maybe you could do more than one round. So start with stressed, or if you're frustrated, start with frustrated. And you'll be able to do this more than once, as you know. This video is here for you. So let's just take a moment. Sit upright. Hands can go to the lap. Let's take a big breath in and out. I'm taking a moment to think about the ways I'm struggling to let go of the expectations I have of others, really. My kids, school, what my schedule was like, the things that I liked having happen that I've had to let go of a little bit. So I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time letting go of those expectations that they're going to be available to me. So just bring that up. Allow the file to come up. Remember that tapping is bringing up the file in the mind and body system so that we can clean it up and clear it out and create a more relaxed state so that we can accept what we need to accept, let go of what we need to let go of, and plan what is highest and best for us. So if you would, join me now. This is the 2-minute mark. We're going to start on the karate chop point. I'm right-handed, so I tend to just start with my right hand, but there's no right or wrong. Good. Whatever hand you start with, you just want to use that hand as your lead. Okay, good. Repeat after me. Even though I am having a hard time changing the level of expectation I have for myself, I want to completely love and accept myself, even though everything has changed. The whole world has changed, and I am having a hard time letting go of the expectations I have of myself and others. And that makes me feel stressed. I want to completely love and accept myself, even though I'm struggling with these old expectations. I'm still holding on to them of myself, others, and the world. I'm having a hard time letting go of those expectations. I want to completely love and accept myself. Good job. Move to the eyebrow point. Let's close the eyes. Take a big breath in and out all the way through the body, if you can, please. You can keep the eyes closed. I'll be sure to cue you as we change from point to point. Repeat after me. I'm having a hard time. Side of the eye. Everything has changed underneath the eye. All these changes underneath the nose. I need to adjust my expectations at the chin. See if your body responded to that. I got a little hiccup in my chest. Good. Take a breath into any response your body had. And exhale. Repeat after me. I am having a hard time changing the level of expectation I have for myself, collarbone point, and for others. and my world underneath the arm. I feel stressed. I want it to be the same. Top of the head. Everything is different. And that makes me feel what in my body? Everything has changed. What does that make you feel in your body? Is it tense in your neck? Is it butterflies in your stomach? Good. So whatever that sensation is, I want you to move to the eyebrow point. You've identified it. So I felt it in my neck and shoulders, so I'm drawing my breath there. Big breath in and out. Good. So you took your breath where that sensation was. Good. We're still at the eyebrow point. I am having a hard time. Side of the eye. I've kept the same level of expectations underneath the eye. I expect what right now? So just first thing that comes to mind. You know what showed up for me was like, I expect to be able to just go to the grocery store and come home in 30 minutes. But that's not going to happen, right? Underneath the nose. Repeat after me. It makes me feel stressed. At the chin. I feel stressed. Collarbone point. I feel stressed in my body. So I've closed my eyes. You join with me. Let's repeat that again. I feel stressed in my body. I notice it. Where? It may be more than one place, so go ahead, tell me where. All locations you notice the stress. Good. Underneath the arm, remember we take the breath. We give the body that breath as a resolve and kind of a calm. So big breath in and out. Drop it in those locations that told you it feels stressed. Exhale. Let it out of the body. Good. Do that one more time. Inhale here. Big breath in. Exhale. Let go of some of the stress. Move to the top of the head. All this stress about expectations in my mind and my body. Please switch hands. Eyebrow point. All this stress in my mind and my body. Side of the eye. I want it to be the same as it once was. Underneath the eye. It's not. Underneath the nose. I'm struggling to adjust my expectations. At the chin. I am struggling to adjust my expectations of myself and others. Collarbone point. I'm struggling because. So let the answer bubble up within you. And remember, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no analysis necessary. It's just letting it out, like you're emptying a tissue box. Good job. Underneath the arm, let's take a big breath into the full body. Good. Big breath in. Exhale. Repeat after me. All this struggle and stress in my mind and my body. Top of the head. I'm having a hard time letting go of the expectations I once had. Eyebrow point. Everything has changed. Good. Side of the eye. Just sit with that. Let's repeat it again. Everything has changed. Underneath the eye. Everything has changed. Underneath the nose. That makes me feel what? Good. Take a breath in. Just really soft but full. If you feel sad, that's okay. If you feel disappointed, that's okay. We just want the feeling to rise up in the body and release. So let's give it another breath, tapping at the chin. I am having a hard time letting go of expectations. I'm struggling with it. Collarbone point. I'm having a hard time changing the expectations of myself because first thing that comes up, you just honor it and say it out loud. Underneath the arm. And that makes me feel good. Top of the head. Close the eyes. Big breath in and out all the way through the body. Good. Eyebrow point. Switch hands again. Good job. So when we switch hands, we're just making our brain think about it a little bit differently. We want to try and move the energy, the stuck energy or the stuck thoughts in the brain. Good, and making your other hand do the work helps with that. Good, join me at the eyebrow point if you haven't already. Repeat after me. I have a hard time changing expectations. Side of the eye. That's been true for me for how long? Underneath the eye. How many of you got something that goes beyond the last 5 weeks? In truth, for me, I've had a hard time changing expectations for a really long time. Underneath the nose. I am having a hard time changing my expectations because I'm having a hard time. At the chin. And that makes me feel good. So you should notice a bit of a change. Your body's not so responsive. It's more in alignment with the truth of what is, right? That means like we're able to see the reality for what it is and not get so reactive. Good. Collarbone point. I am having a hard time. I have to change my expectations. Maybe I don't want to. I have to change my expectations of myself and others. And that makes me feel good. Underneath the arm. I notice that in my body. Where? So it's interesting for me. I'm already sensing that. I feel a little more neutral about it. I need to work on it. I need to be more patient with myself. How about you? Are you noticing any of those changes? Good. Breath in, breath out. Top of the head. Even though, and we're going to close it up, I have been struggling and having a hard time adjusting my expectations of myself. I want to completely love and accept myself and be open to feeling more patient and easy with myself. Good. Close the eyes, move to the eyebrow point, or you can stay at the top of the head. We're closing it up. Take a big breath in and out. Soften and relax the jawline, the forehead, the sides of the neck. Repeat after me. Even though I have been called on to shift my expectations, side of the eye, of myself and others, and the world, underneath the eye. And even though that makes me feel stressed, I want to completely love and accept myself and be open to feeling more patient and relaxed. Underneath the nose, take a big breath in, just calling in that patient and relaxed feeling. Notice it if you're feeling it in the body. At the chin, even though last time I have been stressed about adjusting my expectations. Collarbone point. And even though I've had a hard time changing my expectations, I do love and accept myself. Underneath the arm, I'm open to relaxing my expectations of myself. I can hold high standards with myself and relax my expectations. Top of the head, I'm open to feeling more patient with myself, with others, and the world. I choose that because good. Choice is the point of power. Nice job. See you soon.